there, I'm Tim. I'm the owner of Sneeze Garden. In this video, I want to go over the sneeze guard we make specifically for rideshare drivers. Now, I made this in conjunction with a friend of mine. He's an Uber driver, and he drives pretty much all day, every day during his living. And he started off with a different sneeze guard that was a little less sophisticated than this, and it then ended up breaking in about 6 months. And so working with him and all the features he wanted, we came up with this model. Now, the first item I have on this is plastic thumb screws. So you don't need any tools to go ahead and put this together yourself. Then I use all plastic nuts and bolts on this. So these other sneeze guards, they use metal screws because metal is cheaper. But the issue with metal is that they tend to be too aggressive and over torque it. And since acrylic is softer than metal, when they over torque it, the acrylic, it cracks. And then the crack would spider out, and eventually, just like a crack in the windshield, no longer becomes usable. So I use all plastic just because it's better. Now, the number one complaint I heard from rideshare drivers is, I can't hear my passengers talk. And that makes sense. You put the shield back here, and they're not going to be able to talk through it. So on this one, I added a speak-through port with a lid that the driver can open and close, and a screen to help protect when it's open. And so when you want to hear your passengers say something to you or give you some instructions, which is especially vital at drop-off and pickup, you can go ahead and open this and they can still talk through it and you can still hear them. Then the next complaint I heard is it's impossible to pass objects through. That is, sometimes passengers, they would have credit cards, or sometimes they want to tip with money instead of on the credit card. And they needed a way to go ahead and still give this to the driver. So I created a door that you can open and close. Now this door, it's on an adjustable tension hinge, so it doesn't flap about. So when the passenger does want to hand you, say, money for a tip, you can go ahead and open it, get the tip, and close it back up. Then the other feature I really worked on is the attachment mechanism. Now, a lot of these ordinary sneeze guards for vehicles, they just come with 2 points of attachment. That is, one on the driver's side and one on the passenger's side. And with those 2 points, what ends up happening is it ends up acting as a pivot point, and then the sneeze guard, it tilts back and forth, and then on the bottom portion, it would jet out into the foot compartment, into the back seat, and then the passengers would end up kicking it, which of course wasn't good. So I use 6 points of attachment. Now on this side, I have one strap which goes horizontally around the headrest seat post. Then I have another strap which goes vertically around the headrest itself. And these 2 points of attachment make it very secure. Then I added one more on the bottom. So you can go ahead, for the bottom plate, you can go ahead and cinch it up so it's snug against the back of the passenger or driver's seat, so there's no gap there. So at no time are you ever having the bottom panel jet out where the passengers are going to go ahead and be kicking it. Finally, the last item I added for extra protection was a cover which goes over, when you put the straps in, it goes over the slots of the straps. Now, I've seen these other sneeze guards, and since they try and be versatile, they have a lot of different slots available. But of course, with each slot, you're creating a hole in the sneeze guard. And on some of these models, I've added up all the slot holes which are open, and it ends up opening up 1 square foot of open space, or 12 by 12. Now think, if you took any sneeze guard and you cut a 12 by 12 hole right in the middle, how effective that's going to be. So you have, on any sneeze guard with that many holes, it's not going to be functioning like it should. So on this sneeze guard, I provide a cover for the slot holes. So after you get it done and on, you go ahead and cover this up so you no longer have that exposure. Finally, I use a very specific abrasion resistant acrylic. A lot of these sneeze guards, of course, since they're in active service with passengers, they end up getting kicked, scratched, bumped, dented, and they can wear very, very fast. And so I've seen other sneeze guards, and they start looking not good after 6 months with their service. You're not going to have that issue with mine. That's why I can offer a limited lifetime warranty when others can't. Anyway, if you have any questions, I hope you drop me a note. Otherwise, stay safe. Bye.